Good evening, class 7. In today's class, we are going to complete our topic, that is interconversion of states of matter. But first, now let's take a quick revision of our previous class. Okay, we change the page. In previous class, we have started from the second point. Okay, interconversion of states of matter using pressure. Okay, so how can we change the state of matter using pressure? Okay, so as we discussed, if we apply pressure on gases, then these particles are come closer to each other. Okay, and they will convert into liquid state. And when that pressure released from these particles, that particle will come again into gaseous state. Okay, so that is the second point of change of states of matter. Now let's recall the terms related to interconversion of states of matter. First is melting. Okay, so as you know, what is melting? Melting is a process to convert a solid from liquid state. Okay, the process by which a substance changes from a solid state to liquid state is called melting. Okay, now what is melting point? The temperature, a fixed temperature, the temperature at which a given material changes from a solid to liquid state. Okay, that point, that temperature is known as melting point. Now next one is boiling. So what is boiling? The fixed temperature at which a liquid changes, sorry, a liquid starts changing into gaseous state is called boiling point. Okay, now what is freezing? Okay, freezing point is the temperature at which liquid changes to solid. Okay, for example, for water that is 0 degree Celsius. Okay, liquid water turning to ice is an example of freezing. Okay, and that happens at 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so that is your last class. Now we would continue our lecture with some more terms. Okay, now first is condensation. So what is condensation? First let me write condensation. Okay, so what is condensation? Condensation is the process by which water vapor in the air is changed into liquid water. कंडेंसेशन क्या है? जो अपने आसपास एयर में वाटर वेपर्स होते हैं वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं? लिक्विड स्टेट में. Like for an example, if you take one bottle of water from the refrigerator and put it into on a normal room temperature, then after some time you will notice there are small drops of water which is collected surrounding the bottle, plastic bottle. Okay, जैसे ही अपन अभी गर्मियों में एक पानी की बोतल को फ्रिज से बाहर निकाल के रखते हैं या फिर किसी भी ठंडे पानी के गिलास को बाहर रखते हैं रूम टेम्परेचर में फ्रिज से निकाल के. ओके, सो उस गिलास के चारों ओर कुछ वाटर ड्रॉप्स कलेक्ट होते जाते हैं, जमा होते जाते हैं वहां पे. ओके, सो दैट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ कंडेंसेशन. ओके, जो अपने आस पास के एनवायरनमेंट में जो वाटर है वो कंडेंस होके और किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है? लिक्विड में. आसपास के जो वाटर वेपर्स अपने एयर में वो कंडेंस होके लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. ओके, एंड हाउ इट इज अकर? जब भी कोई वाटर वेपर, ओके, वेपर स्टेट में कोई वाटर वेपर किसी मेटल से टकराता है, ओके, किसी ठंडे मेटल से टकराता है, तब वो वाटर वेपर्स लिक्विड्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. ओके, वो वाटर वेपर्स लिक्विड स्टेट में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं. दैट इज नोन एज कंडेंसेशन प्रोसेस. ओके, सो बेसिकली कंडेंसेशन is the process by which water vapor in the air is changed into liquid. We can say liquid water. That is condensation. Okay, beta. That is condensation. Now, let's take another definition. One is also their condensation point. So, what is the condensation point? It is the temperature at which a gas starts changing into its liquid state. Okay, what is condensation point? Or we can say condensation point. One more definition: condensation point. So, what is condensation point? It is the temperature. It is the temperature at which a gas or water vapors starts changing into its liquid state. Okay, that is the condensation point. Condensation point basically there at the this is the a fixed temperature. Okay, condensation point is a fixed temperature. Okay, at which a gas starts changing into liquid. That is condensation point. Okay, now next one is vaporization. What is vaporization? Vaporization is also a process of changing liquid into gases. Okay, vaporization. Okay, so what is vaporization? Conversion of liquid state of liquid state in the gaseous state in water is called vaporization. Sometimes we can use a Z also and S also. Both are correct. Okay, that is vaporization. So now you have one more last term, that is sublimation. What is sublimation? Okay, now there are some substance, okay, which will convert. Wait beta, those are raising their hands. Okay, I will unmute you after some time. Okay, when we will finish that sublimation, I will unmute you. What is sublimation? Okay, so when a solid converts directly into gaseous form. Okay, what is sublimation? When a solid converts directly into gaseous form. जब कोई solid direct gaseous form में convert हो जाता है, okay, बिना liquid state में convert हुए, that is known as sublimation. Okay, sublimation is the transition of a substance directly from the solid to gas phase without passing through the intermediate liquid phase. Okay, okay, now I will unmute you, those have doubts. Vrishti, okay. Yes, Vrishti.
Sir, vaporization spelling.
Yeah, sometimes we can use S also here. Okay, and Z also. Both are correct. Depend on pronunciation. Okay. Anybody else? Anything else, beta?
No, sir.
Okay. Beta, those. Okay, I will unmute you all. Now. Yes, Vashu, unmute yourself. चेतना अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ बेटा. आप यहां से अनम्यूट हो. आप यहां से अनम्यूट हो बेटा. अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. Yes, Chetna, you can talk now. And beta, please everybody start your video. Sneha also start your video, beta. If anybody have doubt, please speak, beta. Chetna, yes. Okay. So let's move further. Okay. So what is sublimation? Sublimation sublimation is the transition. That means a converting process. Okay. Of a substance directly from the solid to the gas phase. Okay, without passing through the liquid, without passing through liquid phase. Okay, that is sublimation. Now again I'm going to unmute you all. Okay, to ask your doubts, beta. Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand so I can unmute you. If anybody have doubts, please raise your hand. Yes, first Vashu. वाशु, मैंने आपको यहाँ से अनम्यूट कर दिया है बेटा. Yes.
Yes, sir, I have a mute. Sir, in that you have reading, that is all in book.
No beta.
Sir.
Maybe some portion.
Sir.
Yes, yes.
You in book all.
No beta, that is not available in your book. Some definitions maybe
Okay.
that is also available in you, but language may be changed. Okay, ये आपकी book में भी है, but language change.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Maybe network problem beta at your side. Okay, I have here full strength. Now I'm going to unmute Chetna. Yes, Chetna beta.
Sir, please explain again sublimation.
Okay, I will explain it again. Now I'm going to unmute Vrishti also. Yes, Vrishti beta.
Sir, what is phase?
What is?
Phase.
Okay. So now I'm going to explain sublimation again. Okay, beta. I'm going to mute you. So sublimation is a process, okay, to convert a solid into gas form. Okay, what is sublimation? Sublimation is a process to convert a solid state matter to directly to gaseous form. Okay, like camphor. Okay, जब अपन पूजा में कपूर यूज करते हैं. हैव यू सीन कपूर ना बेटा? कपूर की गोलियां यूज करते हैं अपन जब गॉड की वर्शिप करते हैं, आरती करते हैं. देन दैट कैम्फर विल कन्वर्ट directly from solid state to gaseous state. Okay, it will not convert in liquid. Okay, that is sublimation. Sublimation is the transition. Okay, एक convert होने की process है. Okay, किसी एक state के matter से दूसरे state में convert होने की process है एक substance की, of a substance directly from the solid to the gas phase. Phase मतलब एक one new state. ओके, एक दूसरी पोजीशन, एक दूसरी केमिकल सिचुएशन. ओके, सेकंड केमिकल सिचुएशन, फेज. ओके, विदाउट पासिंग थ्रू लिक्विड फेज. विदाउट पासिंग थ्रू लिक्विड फेज मतलब कि लिक्विड स्टेट में पास होए बिना. ओके, यू कैन कंसिडर फेज एज एन अ डिफरेंट स्टेट. ओके बेटा, नाउ इफ एनीबॉडी हैव डाउट्स प्लीज रेज योर हैंड. Okay, I think the topic is clear. Nobody is raising hand. Okay, now let's move further. First of all, divide the page. Now we will study the state diagram of interconversion of states of matter. Okay, now we are going to draw state diagram. Okay, जिसके लिए अपन ने इतनी सारी definitions पढ़ी हैं. Now we will draw that diagram. Okay, so look carefully beta. If we have one solid material, okay, if we have some solid, now like we have ice. Okay, solid ice, that is solid ice. Okay, what happen if we melt that ice? Okay, अगर इस ice को अपन melt कर दें तो क्या होगा? That will convert in liquid now. If we going to melt, okay, by melting. Melting means to convert a solid into liquid. So that will convert in liquid now. Okay, listen carefully beta. If we melt solid, that will convert in liquid. Okay, that now that solid ice will convert into liquid. Now after vaporization, okay, what is the vaporization? Now we will going to apply here vaporization. Vaporization is the process to convert a liquid state into gaseous state. Okay, एक liquid को gases में convert करना. What is the process name? That name is vaporization. Okay, so after applying here vaporization, that will be converted into gaseous form. Okay, now we have just studied the condensation process. We have just studied the condensation process. What is the condensation? To convert gas vapors, water vapors into liquid. Okay, if we condense that gas, अगर अपन इस gas को condense कर दें, then it will be converted in liquid now. So we'll write here liquid and we will apply here condensation process. Okay, condensation process. By applying condensation, that gas will convert into liquid. Now tell me, how we will convert that liquid into solid again? By freezing. Na, we have studied freezing in last class. Okay, so by applying freezing here, we will convert that liquid into again solid. Okay, now one term is missing here still, sublimation. Okay, so sublimation is a process to convert as solid directly into gases. Okay, so we can also convert solids, not water. Okay, solids directly into gases by applying sublimation. By applying here sublimation process. Okay, so that is the state diagram of interconversion of states of matter. Okay. Yes, Vashu, I'm going to unmute you. Better raise your hand if anyone have doubt. Anybody have doubt, please raise your hand.
Sir,
Yes, Vashu.
sir, in between that voice is not clear and photo is also not coming,
Beta,
and it's going to again back.
wait, beta, wait. I will check network settings. Beta, your network is proper. Okay. Maybe at your side, your network is poor. Okay. Wait for some time. Okay. Maybe the network will be good after some time.
Yes, sir.
Or I will send that chapter recording, that class recording to your WhatsApp group. Okay. So you can watch
Okay,
again.
sir.
Now. Okay, nobody's raising hand now. I think that topic is clear. So, what is the conclusion of change of states of matter? Okay. So, that first point is states of matter are inconvertible. Okay, by applying heat and pressure to them. We have studied now कि किसी भी मैटर को उसकी स्टेट को चेंज किया जा सकता है by applying heat and pressure. अगर उस मैटर को के ऊपर अपन हीट और प्रेशर को अप्लाई करें तब. So, states of matter are inconvertible. Okay, are inconvertible by applying heat and pressure to them. Okay, what is the second point? I think one point is enough for that topic. Okay, that is the conclusion of that topic by applying by. Okay, wait, Divyanshi, I will unmute you.
Your photo is not clear.
Yes, beta. Yes, Divyanshi.
Sir, your photo is not clear.
Did you mean that page photo is not clear? Okay, wait for some time, enough. That will be clear. I will send that pictures in your WhatsApp group. Okay. Now, let's study some important points of our chapter. This is your chapter number first. Okay. We have covered all the topics in which is in your chapter. Now, we are going to summarize our chapter in terms of important points. Okay. So I'm going to write here. Points of chapter. Okay. So now tell me, what is the definition of matter? Write in chat box. What is the definition of matter? First point. What is the definition of matter, beta? Beta, don't raise your hand. Write in chat box. Yes, Chetna.
Matter is anything that have space, occupied space, and has mass is called matter.
Very good, very good. So that is matter. Now, what is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass is matter. Okay. Anything that occupies space and has mass is matter. Now, second point is matter is made up of which kind of particle? Matter is made up of tiny particles. Okay, we will call them atoms. Okay, matter is made up of tiny particles which are called atoms, or we can call them also molecules. Okay, matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Okay, and also molecules. Now, tell me in chat box, what are the three states of matter? What are the three states of matter, beta? Quick, tell me. What are the three states of matter? Don't raise your hand. Tell me in chat box. What are the three states of matter, beta? Yes, very good. Very good, very good. Solid, liquid, and gases. Okay. So our third point is matter exists in three states. Okay. Which are solid, liquid, and gas. Okay. Now let's change the page. Very good, Bashu. Solid, liquid, and gases. Now, there's a one more point. Okay, we have studied intermolecular force. Okay, we have studied, that is the fourth point. We have studied intermolecular force of matter. Okay, so intermolecular force of matter decide the state of matter. Okay, intermolecular force होता है जो वो matter की state decide करता है. That matter is in solid state or in liquid or in gaseous state. How it will decide? It will decide by the space between the particles, by the help of the space between the particles. If the particles are tightly packed, that means that matter exists in solid state. If the particles are these less tightly packed in comparison to solid, then that is in liquid state. And if there is no intermolecular force between the particles, that means that is in gaseous state. Okay, so the intermolecular force of attraction and intermolecular force, intermolecular space. Okay, intermolecular space, they both are together determines or decide. Okay, determine the state of matter. Okay, how they will decide? You will see now in solids, the particles are tightly packed. Okay, and in liquid, these particles are less tightly packed in comparison to solid. Okay, and in gases, like we have a gas bottle here. Okay, these particles are occupied the shape of the any bottle. Okay, and they are least tightly packed. Okay, so these particles, this here intermolecular force and molecular space decide the state of matter. Okay, अगर इनके बीच में space बिल्कुल कम है ही नहीं, then it will be set to solid. If there is some space, then it will be liquid in comparison to solid, and if there is a lot of space, then it will be in gaseous form. Okay, now the next point, like when we studied the comparison between solid, liquid and gases, we have learned that at that time a new word, that is rigidity. Okay, what is rigidity means how hard is substance. Okay, कि कोई भी matter कितना hard होता है. So as we know, solids are rigid. Solid क्या होते हैं? Hard होते हैं. And liquids are less rigid. Okay, and gases are not rigid. Okay, so solids are rigid and they also have definite shape and volume. They have and have definite shape and volume. Next point, as we know, the particles of solid are packed tightly, okay, and have strong intermolecular force. The particles of solids are packed tightly, okay, and solids are basically usually incompressible. Okay, solids को compress नहीं किया जा सकता. Okay, that is normal point. Now let's come to liquids. Okay, in liquids the particles are less tightly packed. Okay, in the liquids, or we can say the particles of liquids are packed less tightly. Okay, attract less tightly in comparison to solid. Okay, so that's why that is also possible to compress liquids. Okay, so liquids are slightly compressible also. Okay, what is compressible? To reduce the size of matter by applying pressure. Okay, now let's come to gases. As we know, gases are highly compressible. Okay, due to they have large intermolecular space. Gases are highly compressible. Okay, now gases also have no fixed shape and volume. Okay, gases have no fixed shape and volume. Okay, and gases have higher have large intermolecular space. Okay, gases have large intermolecular spaces. Okay, and weak intermolecular force, as you know. So these are the basically important points of that chapter. Okay, now beta, maybe today that network is not good, so you are not getting clear voice and even clear picture also. So, and I will try to upload recordings of that chapter, of that lecture, so you can watch it again. Okay, beta. Now, if someone have doubts, please raise your hand. I'm going to unmute you. If you are having doubts regarding voice and that video quality, then maybe today's network is not good, beta. Yes, I'm going to unmute you all. Yes, you are all unmuted. अब जिन्होंने खुद को अनम्यूट कर रखा है बेटा सिर्फ वही म्यूट है, बाकी सब अनम्यूट है. Now please say one by one. Yes, Vashu, unmute yourself. Beta, you are all are unmuted from my side. Okay. Yes,
Sir,
Chetna. Yes,
we
Chetna.
need to do this work in our fair notebook.
No, no, you don't. You have to do. You don't have to do this work in your fair notebook. Okay. Tomorrow we will do the question answers of that chapter. That work you have to do in your fair notebook. कल जो अपन क्वेश्चन आंसर्स करेंगे वो आपको फेयर नोटबुक में करना है, और ये जो जितना भी वर्क है आप एक अलग से नोटबुक बना लीजिए. ओके, और चाहे तो रफ नोटबुक में कर लीजिए, बट एक जगह होना चाहिए. ओके, एनीथिंग एल्स? एनीबॉडी एल्स बेटा? अनम्यूट योरसेल्व्स. अपने आप को अनम्यूट कीजिए आप, अगर पूछना है तो कुछ. Okay, I will send all the previous classes in our WhatsApp group. Now let's write the homework for today's class. Okay, first question is learn important points which we have discussed today. Question number 2, what is interconversion of states of matter? interconversion of states of matter. These are two questions for you, beta. Okay. Now, bye. Have a good day, beta. Yes, Vashi, if you have doubt, please ask.